Yo, what's up, y'all? So, the audio for these clips that I got for this video got messed up. But for today's video, we're making burgers. Yeah. Pretty good, pretty good. It's right here. I made a joke about vegans. I was like, I could not be a vegan. That's just not on my... For personal reasons, I won't be a vegan. Or I was like, I don't know, I was just yapping to myself because y'all guys can't even hear what I said. But it's cool though. These burgers end up turning out pretty decent. I definitely enjoyed it. I enjoyed them. But y'all guys gotta stick to the end so y'all guys can see what they look like. Or y'all could just skip to the end. But, yeah. And right now, I'm kind of just flattening everything out so that I could coat the whole, thing pretty evenly with some seasoning. And right there, I got chicken seasoning because I like chicken seasoning because it's more smaller than the steak seasoning. See, the steak seasoning I'm about to show y'all is more thick, and y'all really do taste that whenever you're eating them, like eating the burgers. So I choose stuff that's more powdery that y'all barely are gonna like taste. But you gotta layer that stuff on pretty decently because it's not like steak seasoning. It's more thin. As well as this is my favorite type of seasoning ever. Even though it makes the burgers come out black, it's pretty good though. Like it's just my personal favorite. As well as there's another seasoning, it's lemon, but like lemon pepper and stuff. It's very good. It's like yellow. But yeah. So that's what it looks like whenever you pour it out onto the food. As well as, you got to get some salt, just regular salt. You can't go wrong with that. And that's what I season with. But you see, this one had a cap on it. Or not a cap, but like a thing. So I was like, oh, it's not already open. So I proceeded to grab the other type of salt, that salt, which is already open. I pour a pretty decent amount of salt on that. Nothing too crazy. But this is where I just start grabbing pieces of it and smushing it all together. Because that right there is not ready to be cooked, obviously. But yeah. And then you thoroughly mix them all the seasonings into the meat so that there's no like build up of just seasoning in one area. So you rip it apart and you just keep on like piecing it all together until it's all nice and thoroughly mixed into the meat. But yeah, I don't know. I wish I didn't have to voice over all this. It's kind of weird that I have to do a 24-minute voiceover. I don't know what much to talk about other than like, I don't know, I guess today is an important day. I guess we'll have to see how important it is at the end of the day. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna try not to get into any specifics because that's not what this channel is about. See, I'm just ripping it apart and piecing it all back together in different layers so that nothing is overly seasoned in one area. I add more seasoning, of course, because, sometimes you could just tell that it's like a little under seasoned. My stuff needed just a little more, I think. But yeah. How's y'all's day been? My day has gone pretty good so far. I'm pretty much just chilling after I made this video. Well, now I'm not chilling. I'm doing a voiceover while watching Supernatural. I'm on season 6, episode 9, or season 7, episode 9. The last episode was pretty good, but it could have been better. Kind of like this first burger that I made. We all about to see how that turned out. Not really, I eat it. I end up eating it. But that's spoilers. Anyways, there's a giant meatball. And once you pretty much get it to this part right here, you want to rip it into pieces. Because those pieces that you rip it into are going to end up becoming the actual patties. And normally I like to just like ball it up first and then press it flat onto my palms. But sometimes it's still unevenly pressed out, so I press it down more onto the plate so it is even. And I do that about 4 times. All trying to make about the same sized patty. But I'd kind of just eyeball it. It's kind of like Play-Doh. I'm not gonna lie. You know, like them old Play-Dohs that you, where you would, like, make, like hot dogs and stuff, and you just press it into the mold? Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, that's about how thick I press it down. Maybe a little less. And then, whenever you do press it, sometimes it does create like a rip. Normally what I do is I just pinch them together, because those rips can end up like tearing apart whenever it's cooking. Because that's not the size that they're going to stay whenever they're on the stove. They end up getting about like half that size, because I actually don't know why, but they get more, like, they get thicker the more they're on the grill for some reason. If y'all guys could, comment down below why they do that, that'd be cool. So at least I'm more informed next time. But yeah, that's why I try and make them real thin, because they will end up getting more puffy. They turn into more like meat cookies. They do the complete opposite of what cookies do, actually. You know how cookies, like, they decompress and they just flatten? Yeah, these fucking rise. And y'all see more throughout the video whenever I do throw them onto the stove or on the pan. How, like, they go from that size to, like, half the size. Yeah, that's what they look like right now. And I'm not gonna lie, they look pretty good. But of course, you gotta get the butter. You gotta get it right, so then your burgers aren't sticking to the pan. That shit good though. That little thing that I got next to the butter, or where I put the butter, that is it's like a thermometer. And what's cool about that thermometer is you pretty much just set the temperature on it already, and then whenever you press it into the meat and it hits that mark, it starts beeping to let you know that it's done. So you don't have to, continue stabbing the meat. But yeah. And on the packaging it said 160, but for some reason everything started turning out more black the longer it sat on there. See, this one I was lazy with, and I just kind of let it sit. Yeah, you know, you guys gotta get the thumbs up from me. Of course. But, I do kind of just let it sit there for like a good minute. And then I decide to flip it over. See, look at that. That's not my best burger. But it's fine. It'll be okay. See, that's what I'm showing y'all right there. It does say that it did hit that mark. There we go. A good one. This one actually did turn out pretty good. But that's because I was constantly flipping it, so it didn't have that chance to have that char like the other one. But in a couple of these clips, you might end up seeing me eating it, like the burger that I first made. Just so y'all don't have to see that shit afterwards. Yo, gotta hide the evidence that I ever made that monstrosity. It was good though, in my opinion. Even though it was slightly burnt because I just let it sit there. It wasn't bad. But yeah, see how at first it was all large and shit? That's like half the size now. And that's it does get a little bit smaller than that. And that's about the size you'll get. Alright, now I'm checking the temperature. I'm not sure if right now it's good or I gotta flip it over a couple times again and then check. I think I do have to do that. This is me just pressing it, you know. I'm like a real SpongeBob over here. A real patty flipper. See, this is the part where I just don't know what to comment on. I recheck the temperature. At this point, I do think it is pretty good, but I could be wrong again. Oh yeah, it is good. Yup. Oh wait, yup. 162. That's perfect. You can take it right off the stove. Or right off the pan. That's me throwing another one on. Normally these take about 6 minutes each to cook, which isn't that bad. Like, to make 4, it's only like 24 minutes of cooking. I definitely take that. And it's my own food. Something about making your own food just makes me feel better. It's like, wow, I made this. Even if it doesn't taste the best, it's like, wow. Yeah, I flip it around sometimes. I think that is about at this point while I go in and check it with the thermometer. Just to make sure it's all cooked. Or not. Or not. See, that's how y'all know I'm doing this shit right now, like on this spot. I don't even know what's happening. Hey y'all. Sorry for the abrupt cutoff, but I had to go do some stuff. So that's one. Maybe in the future I'll get better at doing these voiceovers. Or, you know what I might just do? I could just throw in a sound, like, of music. I could just throw in some music and just be like, alright, y'all. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this part. I'll probably do that for the next video, because that sounds like a lot of extra work that I don't feel like doing. So, I'm just going to give y'all quick updates on stuff around the house. Like, them chickens, they're getting closer and closer to hatching every single day, which is awesome. I give it another 20 days and they're hatched. And as for Pooch, you know, y'all guys love Pooch. She's doing great. She's currently sitting over across from me, chilling. And my other dogs, they're doing good too. Groot is still good. And Groot is definitely y'all's favorite, obviously. He is the best. My turtle is currently terrorizing a whole bunch of tadpoles. I picked 10 and threw them in there. So he's kind of... It's like a gladiator fight, and my champion is the turtle. But yeah. The pig, he's doing cool. He does like to get tangled up, though, a lot. So I kind of always have to untangle him. And then, you know, he's able to walk around more openly. And the animals are doing way better around the pig as well. Like Pooch, I also do be letting her out around the pig. And they're doing good. Booker, he has a lot of energy, but he has yet to mess with the pig as well. And Shelby, she needs some more time. But otherwise, things are going pretty decent. And, yeah. Oh, this is me showing that burger is now cooked. Sorry, I haven't even been watching the video. I've just been yapping it. But yeah, look at that. See how small it is compared to whenever I dropped it in the pan? That's a very common thing. But yeah. That's all for right now. This is the bad one, so I'm eating the evidence that it ever existed.
I made a mess.
All right. Well, I'm back, and I currently threw down another patty. I don't know if I did that in the last clip or not. I wasn't paying no attention. But yeah, so it's currently heating up, as all things should be. They're definitely coming off really nice. This one's just about... I'm about to flip it. I can tell. Wow. Y'all guys really do get the best voiceovers from me, huh? Real in-depth. At least, you know... At least I'm self-aware that these are very bad voiceovers. I think this one's about to come off the pan in a second here. Gonna check. See if it's cooked. But yeah. Very great voiceovers from me. I mean, I don't really know what to say during these.
I've already said how I made them. This is me just cooking them at this point. Yeah, it's pretty like, a not so smart person can do this fairly easy. All you have to do is just throw down some butter and then cook it till about whenever it looks like that color on both sides. And that's about it. And that's without the extra thermometer to be able to tell you literally what to do. Maybe next time I'll cook some steak, and that'll be a better video. But for right now, this is probably just it. This part's coming to an end. I could already tell. If y'all did watch this whole voiceover, I do appreciate every single one of y'all. And comment the word Dr. Pepper. Both of those words, comment them if you made it all the way to the end of this voiceover. Thank you so much, you guys. And please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000. That would be one of my goals for this year, is to hit 1,000. But if I don't, that's fine. I hope to hit 1,000 before my birthday next year, which is July 14th, and that'll be 1 year of making daily videos. So, anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed these voiceovers, even though they're not the best. It is just, you get to hang out with me for 20 minutes of me talking. It's like a podcast almost. The Milkman podcast. Maybe I should make that a thing. Maybe that's a hint for something that's coming in the future. But I would have to get guests, because me talking for this amount of time is not really that. I personally think that I'm funny, but that's because that's me. You guys can have your own opinion. Oh, this is me checking it right now. I'm pretty sure it's about done. Whenever it showed up on this, it did say 64, but then I pulled it out and then it reset the temperature on the thermometer. Because, the outside of a burger is way less hotter than the inside. So it was about done. But anyways, y'all, thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll see y'all fairly soon, because after this voiceover ends, it's just gonna be me talking. Bye, y'all.
Alright, y'all. So, whenever I was cooking them, I had one already. Because I get hungry while I cook. But it doesn't taste bad. But like I said in the beginning, that stuff makes it look burnt. It's not burnt. That's just the coloring of the stuff I put in it. Like, I cooked it to whenever it was supposed to be cooked to, so it's obviously not burnt. But yeah. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making food. Bye, y'all. Comment burger if you made it this far.
This right here is my favorite thing ever. In the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake not sleeping because I'm thinking about this.